Good morning, friend. We are discussing about vision as 5 questions. Let's discuss the first question. First question is related to the current affairs section and correlated with the subtopic with the science and technology and the current development. Number first statement, and the question is said like that: the drug hydrochloroquine has been in the recently in the news. Which of the following statement regarding hydrochloroquine is not correct? The question is asking about the incorrect statement regarding the hydrochloroquine. Number first, it is an anti-malarial drug. It means it cure malaria. Second, it is prescribed for the patient with rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is a type of disease in which our own immunity system attacking our own cells. So that is the thing. Number third, it is an intravenous drug. It means it is injected into the veins directly. Number fourth, India is the largest producer of the hydrochloroquine. I again repeat the question for the you people. The question is like that: the drug hydrochloroquine has been in the recently in news. Which of the following statement regarding the hydrochloroquine is not correct? Number first, it is an anti-malarial drug. Second, it is prescribed for the patient with the rheumatoid arthritis. Number third, it is an intravenous drug. It means that it is injected into the veins directly. Number fourth, India is the largest producer of the hydrochloroquine in the world. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the polity section, in which they are asking about the when a bill is introduced in the parliament for the admission or the establishment of a new state that is not part of the Union of India. For example, you can take the example the Sikkim and the Goa, which are not part of India earlier, and you can say like that. Earlier means that during the Constituent Assembly, when they are making the constitution, right, state that is not part of the Union of India, it has been passed by number first 2/3 majority of the houses. Second, absolute majority of the houses. Number third, a simple majority of the member of the present and voting. Number four, 2/3 majority of the member present and voting. I again repeat the question for the you people. When a bill is introduced in the parliament for the admission or establishment of a new state that is not part of the India, and it has been passed by number first 2/3 majority of the house. Number second, absolute majority of the house. Number third, statement said like that: a simple majority and the member that are present and vote there. Number fourth, 2/3 of the majority of the member present and voting. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the there is a current affair type of question. Our common future report was published by which of the following organization? The first state is OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Number second, Brundtland Commission that asked in 1987 for the conservation of the environment. Number fourth, Club of Rome. Number fourth is Worldwide Fund for Nature. I again repeat the question. Our common future report was published by which of the following organization? OECD, Brundtland Commission, Club of Rome, World Wildlife Fund for Nature. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the history section, in which they are asking about the books that are written by which of the following. So Akbarnama is written by the Mir Sayyid Ali. Second, Badshah-Nama is it written by the Abdul Ahmad Lahori. Number third, Humayun-Nama is written by the Gulbadan Begum. And you have to choose not a correct statement from the given option. The option in front of you are first, second and third, first and third, first and second. I again repeat the question for the you people. Akbarnama is it written by the Mir Sayyid Ali, Badshah-Nama, Abdul Hamid Lahori, Humayun-Nama, Gulbadan Begum, and you have to choose the incorrect option from the given option. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the environment section, which they are asking about the technique that are used for the animal to avoid stress during unfavorable conditions. So whenever the stress is in found environment, might be the cold environment and the hot environment, much higher rainfall environment, so there is a type of stress that exists in the normal condition. So for this the animals and plants survive how? The question is asking. Number first is the hibernation they are favoring. Second, estivation. Number third is diapause. It means that they stop their activity for the survival to reciprocate for the stress. And you have to choose the correct option from the given option. First and second, second and third, first, second and third. I again repeat the question for the you people. Which of the following technique are used by animals so that they can avoid stress during the unfavorable condition? Hibernation, estivation, diapause. Let's see the answer to the first question. First question is related to the hydrochloroquine. Which of the following is not correct? So it is anti-malarial drug, that is correct. Second, it is prescribed for the patient with the rheumatoid arthritis, that also be correct. Number third, it is an intravenous drug. It means it is directly injected into the veins. No, that is incorrect. And it is the largest producer of the hydrochloroquine, that is correct. Let's see the explanation that are given by the VISN itself. India, the largest producer of hydrochloroquine, has recently taken a U-turn on its exporting. On the 25th March, the government decided to ban its export owing to a possibility for the rise of the domestic demand, but it lifted the ban after the US President's statement that signaled a possibility of retaliation. So these are the specific characteristic feature of the hydrochloroquine. It is an anti-malarial drug option, and it is considered less toxic than chloroquine, and it is also chloroquine is also a drug for the purpose of the anti-malarial. It is also prescribed for the patient with rheumatoid arthritis and lumps. The drug is taken orally, not injected into the veins. So Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the establishment and inclusion of the new state. So a simple majority is required, and the member of parliament is present and voting are required, and that is passed by the union government, not by the state government. Let's see the constitution in article 4 itself declared that the law made for the admission or the establishment of a new state that are not part of the union of India, and article 2 and formation of new state and alteration of boundaries, area, names of existing states are not to be considered as amendment of the Indian Constitution, and it passed through the simple majority with the present and voting type of a majority that are existing at that point of time in the parliament. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the Our Common Future report that are published by Brundtland Commission in 1987. Let's see the explanation. United Nations established a World Commission on Environment and Development (WCD) in concern with the governing opinion of the world community on environmental issues. For example, the expertise committee related to the scientists for the environmental field comes along with and government so that they can make consensus about the environmental change that are existing in the world. The commission gave its report that is known as the Brundtland report. The title of the report is Our Common Future in 1987. The report defines sustainable development as a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the which of the following is incorrect. So Akbarnama, you know very well, Abul Fazl is written this book because Akbar himself is illiterate, but that are also not written by the Mir Sayyid Ali. Badshahnama, that is written by Abdul Hamid Lahori. Badshahnama number 3rd, and it is the I think Babar ki jo biography hai. Humayun Nama, that is written by the Gulbadan Begum, that is the sister of the Humayun. The second and third are correct, but question are asking about the incorrect statement. The first is incorrect. The answer is first only. There is not correct because the Akbarnama is written by Abul Fazl. It is divided into 3 books, of which of the following 2 are the chronicle. The third book is in Akbari, जिसमें biography जो है अकबर की लिखी गई है. The first volume contains the history of the mankind from Adam to one celestial cycle of the Akbar's life. The Mughal Empire is presented as having diverse population consist of Hindu, Jain, Buddhist, Muslim, and it want to maintain a composite culture in their kingdom. Mir Sayyid Ali and Abd Samad were painter at the time of the Mughal. Next we are talking about the Abdul Hamid Lahori was a pupil of the Abul Fazl and is known as the author of the Badshahnama. Emperor Shah Jahan, I'm really sorry for that. Badshahnama is a biography of the Shah Jahan. Hearing his talent of commissioned him to write a history of his reign modeled on the Akbarnama. So that is the thing. Third is also be correct. Humayun Nama was written by the Abdul Begum. Gulban was the daughter of the Babar and sister of the Humayun sister and Akbar's aunt. The chronicle given a glimpse into the domestic world of the Mughals. She described a great detail of the conflict and tension among the princes and among the kings, and important mediating role elderly women are played during that conflict played by the women in the family. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the which of the following technique are used animal to avoid the stress. तो all are correct, yes, because in animal the organism it unable to migrate. तो वो जो क्या करता है कि जो भी स्ट्रेसफुल कंडीशन है उसको छिपने की कोशिश करता है. हाइबरनेशन में क्या होता है कि सर्दियों में वो जो एनिमल है वो गुफा के अंदर छिप जाता है ताकि उनकी जो एक्टिविटी है सेलुलर एक्टिविटी that would be stopped, or it means that it would be minimized. If you are talking about the estivation, it is a type of a stressful condition in the hot weather. Hibernation called wet diapause in any time, and that is done by the small particle, for example bacteria, virus, etc. Let's see the Indo-Nepal rail connectivity project. Okay, the rail connectivity between India and Nepal from the Gayanagar, Bihar to Kurtham, Nepal will now extend to the Bijalpur in Nepal. So that is the type of situation and the topic are in news. The project is scheduled to be completed by March 2021. 24.90 km. Jayakurtha is a part of the 68.72 Gayanagar, Bijalpur, Baridbas, Indo-Nepal railway project entirely funded by the government of India. The project is developed by the IRCON, that is India Railway Construction Limited, with the combined effort of the East Central Railway and Konkan Rail Corporation. After Bijalpura, a new line will be constructed till Barbibas. Gayanagar-Kurtha rail line was originally built by the East India Company to transport logs from the forest at Mahotri to India. What is the significance of this railway line connectivity? Number first, improving rail connectivity between India and Nepal. Gayanagar, Madhubani, Bihar is only 4 km from India-Nepal border, so that's the important and the significance of the connectivity purposes. The route has Janakpur, the famous pilgrim center in Nepal, so it increased the connectivity. At the same point of time, it increased the tourism from both the country where they visited. They will be the first broad gauge passenger railway line in Nepal, so it is great significance for the Nepal because it is the first broad gauge that are present in Nepal. Prior to this, Nepal had been operating a narrow gauge service between Gayanagar and Janakpur until 2014. After that, this railway project are announced by our Prime Minister. Let's see the mutual cooperation hardened by through various forces. For example, Indian Railway is also assisting Nepal Railway with the knowledge of the operation and maintenance process and running the big or broad gauge services and imparting training to its officials so that they can habitual with this type of services and impart this service to the citizens. The project is a part of India's Nepal development of border infrastructure through upgradation of roads and cross-border railway connectivity. Being a landlocked country, transportation need of Nepal are very entirely seen. India is helping Nepal with the great assistance to develop the railway as an alternative land route more for faster and cheaper development. Similarly, India's financial support for the electric rail track linking Kathmandu with the Roxol in India enhances sub-regional cooperation, also strengthening neighborhood and bilateral relations as close neighbors. Nepal share a border of over 1850 km with the 5 Indian states, for example Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Do remember the fact Himachal Pradesh is not take the border of the Himachal Pradesh of Nepal. Basically, India and Nepal share unique ties of deep rooted culture. Also, it will enhance people to people connectivity through the railway, and railway is the cheap way of communication and transportation basically. So it has a quite significance. Helping to overcome the challenges like India's security concern over time, trust deficit related to the ethnic issues in Nepal, development in diplomatic relation between Nepal and China, etc. Let's see the news of today of 4th Feb. Yesterday basically, several steps taken by Minister of Corporate Affairs for greater ease of doing business. So that is the thing. For small companies is there, and for one person. Parliament Standing Committee on S&T Clerk DNA Regulation Bill are clarified. Next, the Finance Bill 2021 proposed a change to equalization levy. Earlier 6% is levied on the advertisement of the service provider, for example Google. Agriculture Product Marketing Committee to get access to Agriculture Infrastructure Fund AIF. Next, the preliminary survey shows the deposit in lithium in Mandya district of Karnataka. Do you remember this news? Do read this news, right? And new started rating supported to state extension program for the extension or reforms. Next, the galvanizing organic bio agro resource Dhan scheme. Next, the James Webb Space Telescope. Next, the Vemaband Lake. Then Muthwa Community, West Bengal is in news. Let's see the important words that are in news. Credibility, first word, that is means believability and acceptability or vishwashaniyata. The book anecdote have scant regard for credibility. It means that they have higher way of credibility. Next, the lie is nothing but a type of a coupling or a type of marrying or make a friendly relationship. Next is the fairly. Fairly is reasonably, possibly and satisfactorily. I was very certain she had nothing to do with the affair. Next is the marginal. Marginal is a slight, small, tiny, and use you can see here. Vittal is nothing but a type of eroding, wear away, eat away. Vittal. Next the radical, poon, complete, throw. Next the mount, go up. So, and first word is exaggerate, battar karna worsen, inflame, and inevitable is nothing but that is unavoidable. Synonym is inescapable and inexplorable. Next the ostracize is shun or spun, exclude karna. Next the credibility issue, I already talked it about this word. Okay, today we are discussing about the CVC, Central Vigilance Commission, and I already discussed about all the important bodies that are shown in your screen. CVC, there is a one CVC, not more than 2 members are present other than CVC or the chief CVC, and it is appointed by the president, and the panel is consist of the prime minister, leader of opposition and home minister are also there. Tenure of this body is 4 years or 65 whatever take earlier. Similar, and the service condition is similar to UPSC, and the service condition is determined by the president. Removal is done by the president, and this report submission president, and the appointment is not eligible, and they have enjoy the power of the civil court. Okay, let's see the next thing. Next thing is nothing but an important type of island that are found around the world. For example, Victoria Island, Almar Island, Greenland, Baffin Island in the Kannada region. Honshu Island of the Japan, Great Britain are a type of island. Sumatra, Borneo, New Guinea, Madagascar. So these are the important islands that are found around the world, and it is the biggest. Next is the country that are passing through the topic of campus. For example, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Namibia, South Korea, Madagascar, and Botswana also there. Mozambique also there. The fourth country in the Africa region, Australia completely, and in South America, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil. 4 countries are also in the Tropic of Capricorn that are passes in South America. Okay, these are the countries that have border with the Arctic Circle. Okay, that can be important question. For example, Arctic Circle: Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, through Greenland, Ireland, Russia, USA, and Canada. So these are the 8 countries that borders the Arctic Circle. You can see the image also here. Okay, this is the ring of fire. Which of the following, the question can be asked, which of the following trenches are found along the ring of fire? Second, which of the following countries are found along the ring of fire? So here Peru Chile trench, second is the Middle America trench, third is the Mount Helena, okay, Aleutian trench between the USA of Alaska and Russia, Kuril trench between Japan and Russia, Japan trench, Izu Ogasawara trench, Ryukyu trench, Philippine trench, Mariana trench, Challenger Deep, to remember this fact already asked, Bougainville trench, Tonga trench, Kermadec trench, right? By this we are ending the session. Hope you like the video. Thank you so much for